Alright, so I got a little free time tonight. I actually am going to do a little reloading. Going to do priming. I just came out to check and see how well my sprinkler's getting at the garden. And see what my geese are doing. They're all running away. There's one of the foster girls, Ari. Fixing to cut down most of my grass. We're getting ready to put some cows in out here. We got a bunch of electrical fence to run. Got some barbed wire to finish. All in the summer. This fat boy's fixing to sweat some weight. Alright, we're gonna try some stuff. I have done exactly 24 cases on this new primer I got. It is the RCBS APS variety. It takes these strips and you feed them through here. You put a case up here in the shell holder and you give the handle a pull. So I think I gotta figure out how I want to grab a hold of this thing here, because my high-tech bench mounting system here is the best I can do outside while it's nice. You know what? Let's see if I can get 2 clamps on there like this. Shake you around. Now, like I said, I have done exactly. Now, take that back. I did get 25 cases done with this, and it took a little bit of time. It's trying to figure things out, maybe figuring out what the finicky bits of it are. Prime bucket. 2 prime bucket. So, the way this thing works here. Oh, let's see here. You got a ram that you drop down in there. You got to follow the instructions when you put it in there, otherwise it'll get lost. And a bushing that goes in your shell holder, which is kind of fiddly to get back in there in the right orientation. Alright. Your strips, let's see, which way do they go? They go with the opened end in first, and they kind of lay on top of this groove. See, there's room to almost run it through down here on the bottom, but that isn't where you do it. You run it in up at the top, and then this arm, let's see here, are we primed up yet? Nope, now we are. We give it a little jiggle, and then you saw it fed one end. It's like the C & Arsenal primer, where it's the Bene Merci style strip feed. Now, realistically, I should also be wearing safety glasses, but I think as far back as I am, I say that. Smoosh! It's the first one of those I've gotten out of this. And it's got this little pin that you stuff in there to help alleviate problems. There we go. That runs in there and interferes with either the advancement or the up and down. I haven't quite figured that part out yet. See, they all just go in like they should. Oh, this is so much better than a hand primer. Heck yes. Oop. What's our deal here? Nope, we're right. That one's just a little sticky getting into the feed. There is a little tool that comes, it doesn't come with this setup, but there's like a primer flip tray that helps feed and fill these strips. I'm having a time with my words today. Talking is hard. So I got so much brass prepped. Well, I say prepped, so much. I've got, well, by the time I'm done priming all these, I'll give you a total. I got a bunch of brass prepped. I've got, let's see here. Now, once we're down to this bit, we can take another strip. Here's kind of where we get this accordion feed set up. You can, I guess you probably should do that before. Yeah, you got to link them beforehand. I got a bunch of brass prep. I found a couple of towns over 2 8-pounders of CFE 223. All right, did we fall back down in there? No. There we go. And I was on the waiting list for a bunch of bullets from bobsbulkbullets.com, because those bullets are awesome. They shoot well and they're reasonably cheap. So I've got a whole bunch of room in my empty ammo boxes to fill. Is that the last? Nope, I skipped one, darn it. Can you feed them backwards, I wonder? Wonder if you finesse it just right. That gum flies are thick. I think I could probably. And I know a bunch of y'all that have this tool are probably just gritting your teeth going, oh my God, don't do that. I don't know that at this point, so if I'm missing something, y'all tell me. Okay, let's try it this time. You snap these little strips together like that. Let me get that one even started back in there. Okay. No, I keep grabbing that bad piece. That's the one. Huzzah! And then you got an empty. So far, this has turned out to be one heck of a nice priming tool. The steps are, the setup is a whole lot more intensive than like my Hornady hand primer, where you fill your tray, shake it around, twist your top down and sit there and do it, wearing out your knuckles. This, you can spread it out over an evening or a couple of nights or whatever. You know, load you up some strips one night, some afternoon if you got time. Let's see. Yeah. Snap that back down on there. The nice thing is you can almost, I say that, I got one screwed up one, but you're not gonna get upside down primers as easy, because once you load the tubes, you get to look, or load the strips, you get to look at them all. And these strips are supposed to be color coded so that you can remember your small pistols from your small pistol magnums and small rifle magnums. They all fit the same as long as you're consistent with your labeling. CCI 41s, all of them, you're golden. They all fit the same. Now, all this brass that I got, most of it, I should say, is they're all pickups. Lake Cities, range pickups. A lot of it is brass of unknown origin. So, it all goes through the full-length die. It all gets trimmed. It all gets deburred. It all gets chamfered. And military crimps get removed. I don't bother uniform primer pockets on these just because I don't. But I do check. I'm sure you can go back and watch and say, oh, you missed one, but I do try and check and make sure everything is below flush. I don't know if you can tell or not, but that's just below flush. Daggum flies are thick. Summertime in Oklahoma. Alright, so you get down a little bit. Get you another strip ready. Yep. Let's go ahead. Now I got a couple more I can do before I gotta. Snap my next strip on, and that'll be, when I'm done with that strip, it'll be 500. 500, that'll be 100. I'm wishful thinking here. I did manage to put, I think that's a full 1,000 primers. That's what I went through, I think. Oh, did I skip one? I might have. It didn't feel like it wanted to come up. Nope, I guess not. That exposed hole should have come out by now. Also, this might not be as big a deal to y'all. Hell, I left the... Did I leave the wrench in the house, or did I toss it out here with me? If you want to adjust your angle of your handle, it's real easy to make it more comfortable. If you're standing up at a bench, if you're sitting down, or however you need to adjust it to make yourself comfortable. You can do it. Get you a two-handed process going. I know a bunch of you guys that are on progressives are going, "Oh, just buy a Dylan." I'm poor. I spent all my money buying this house and these 18-something acres, and I got a 7-year-old. This is for fun. This is therapy. Hey, run away. Something to do to sit outside, enjoy the evening, and take a breather. Or a sweat if it's Oklahoma. Or Arizona or Texas or so many of the other places at this time of year. You know, I kind of feel like I need to have two houses. I need one in Alaska for the summer and one in Oklahoma for the winter. So I don't have to deal with, you know, negative 30, but I also don't have to deal with 115 and 40% humidity. That would be nice, but those are rich people problems. Not Okie boy problems. Oh yeah. My geese come running around the house. Of all the equipment I've got, I think I'm tending to like the RCBS stuff the best. As far as the stuff I do have, I got a Lyman single, not a Lyman. I got a Lee single breech lock Challenger, whatever it is, the O-frame one. A Lee APP to do bulk processing, and a Lyman 8 for loading on. RCBS case prep station is freaking awesome. You screw in a military crimp remover, spend the money on the carbide VLD, deburr, and a better chamfer tool, and a military crimp remover, and that thing is your best friend if you batch load or batch process. That was the end. Y'all just witnessed me go through 100 primers in what, less than 20 minutes. So that's gonna be in the way. It's a win. I like it. The only fiddly bit, loading those strips, but once you get the hang of it and kind of get figured out the way the little machine works, it's worth it. I like doing this a whole lot better than trying to work primer tubes on that Lyman 8, because it's finicky at best. And sure beats doing it single on that Lee single stage. The hand primers are okay, the Hornady one, but I like this better. The Lee hand primer, the one that I've got's the old one with the thumb. It'll wear you out. It's a pain in the butt. So this, good deal. The Hornady hand primer, you could do better, but you can also do much worse. I didn't mention it, but this thing, you can even mount, you can take the, you can buy it without the base and take just the top half and install it on a press and use it on a single stage press for that matter too. So if you got one that you got a brass processing press or whatever, one that you do all your deburring on, or not deburring, your primer pocket swaging or whatever, if you use the other RCBS primer swager, the one that's got the rod that pokes down through and it's got the little nipple that goes in the ram, you can put one of these on top of that same brass prep press. I like this thing. I like it a lot. Go buy one if you are in the mood for a new press or a new primer. I can't talk tonight. I'm not used to being on camera yet. Y'all have a good evening. If you got any good information or tips or tricks or whatever, feel free to leave them down in the bottom. Have a good evening.